A 147-year-old building on the Courthouse Square in Delphi could become the focus of downtown revitalization. It's the ASEAN Roughing Building, which has been partially restored by the Delphi Preservation Society. Now, in Where You Live, Carroll County, the Society is hoping to restore an opera house in the same building that hasn't seen use since 1914.
Built in 1862, the ASEAN Roughing Building had fallen on hard times by the time it fell into the hands of the Delphi Preservation Society. But working from the ground floor up, the Society is bringing new life to the building and to downtown Delphi. The Opera House Gallery opened in June, hosting local artists Rena Brouwer, Terry Lacey, and Alan McConnell.
It is fabulous. We've had great response, and I couldn't be happier.
Preservation Society President Greg Norman sees the work on this building as the linchpin to overall downtown revitalization.
With the Canal Center down the road, about 10 blocks away, and if we can get this to the position that we want it to be, we think we can make Delphi kind of a destination.
While the ground floor building is renovated, the third floor is still a work in progress.
It's still 1914 up there.
Norman is referring to the Delphi Opera House, which hasn't seen use in nearly 100 years. The Society has renovation plans for it, but is still trying to secure $2.5 million in funding.
The plan is to get it back to preserve that kind of 1914, but also make it usable today.
The Preservation Society's Anita Whirling says plans call for a new roof and renovations, including a new lobby, elevators, and restrooms. They hope the Opera House will become a venue for weddings, reunions, performances, and more.
We know the arts, performing arts and visual arts, are just a wonderful draw. And of course, the architectural heritage that we have, the rich amount of the number of buildings that have survived, give us a great heritage, and that architectural heritage will be another way of drawing tourists to the area.
The Delphi Opera House once hosted the likes of James Riley, who performed here at least 6 times. The facility has been used just once since 1914, but the Preservation Society hopes to breathe new life into it and downtown Delphi again.
And in October, the original silent film Phantom of the Opera will be shown in the Opera House. Tours of the Opera House are being conducted this weekend as part of the Carroll County Old Settlers Association meeting. In Where You Live, Carroll County, tomorrow night, we'll be taking a look at the huge amount of stone that's being used in construction of the Hoosier Heartland Corridor.